This is Vinyl Voices Radio. DSPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Goodman.
Tessie Sandehan. Vinyl Voices Radio Show coming to you from ESPN 97.5, 92.5 in Houston. Today we got a road show. We're here in the Heights Theater in Heights, Houston, with members of Lettuce. We have Eric, and we have Adam Shmeeans. They have last names. You can look them up. Smirnoff and Coombs, right?
Thanks.
correct.
That's
He's
right.
done his research, folks.
Yeah,
He's
thanks.
been
It's
doing
literally
this a long
on the
time.
inside of the. but
We're
no.
grateful to be here.
No,
We're
we
thankful
appreciate
for the
you guys.
interview. You know, we appreciate you guys.
I think we kind of mentioned that the show is a songwriting show, and it's about songs. And you guys have a really very interesting track that was just released,
Which one?
Vibe.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to ask about Vibe. How did that come about, and whose idea was it? Was it one continuous
Nobody
take?
had it was nobody's idea.
So, Vibe is interesting because we actually released it a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Right. This was part of the Elevate album. Is that right? Was it Elevate? Well, one of the other albums, not this one.
Resonate, maybe the first one.
Maybe. Yeah, I can't remember.
But we released it on vinyl only first, and we held off on DSPs as a kind of an experiment, really, to see how the society's going and how that all works. Yeah. And now we just released it on DSPs, and I think it was really effective. Honestly, it sold out immediately.
DSPs for all you out there, meaning digital. We just digitally released it. So.
Yeah, digital streaming platforms.
There it
Stream with
is.
music constantly streaming right at your face.
I don't even know if I knew.
Y'all can learn about music watching
Where
the
you
show.
said it. Thank you. Now I've learned something today.
I felt smart as I said it, but it's not true.
But that song is really interesting. You know, if people haven't really checked it out, it's for one track. It's rather long.
Well, yeah, I feel like, if you understand that we were just in the studio for the entire time, and we have been recording structured songs
Right.
and ideas, and we finish all of that, and then we get to the end, and it's the last night in the studio, and we go, why don't we go do what we do on stage together, where there's no like limit to how long you can play with each other for or improvise with each other.
No rules.
No rules.
We changed keys right in the middle of the bar.
Yeah. Live, I'm just saying that we might have an extended song that can last 20 minutes, right?
Right.
And we're just improvising that entire time. And when I say improvising, I don't mean like traditional, like, these guys, there's a soloist and he's playing and these guys are playing underneath. I mean more like band improvisation, which to me is almost like live producing, live writing together.
Yeah, songwriting live.
Songwriting
That's
live.
really what it is.
Yeah.
Right now. Like, come up with a melody right now.
Yeah. That's
Come up
amazing.
with an idea right now together and then change that idea organically. And so Vibe is kind of the antithesis of what we had just done. Structure this amount of time, and then we go in there and we just kind of just do this, what we're talking about right now, together, and recorded it. And you don't know how it's going to come out. You don't, and you listen back to it. And for us to listen to that whole thing, we probably were a little bit like, let's just take some pieces out of this and use this as an idea to create some other songs or maybe some segments, but then you end up listening to the whole thing in its entirety and being like, wow, this is really special. The world should maybe hear this process from us, this creative process from us, and that it's a very honest recording. There's no overdubs.
It's very Miles-ish to where it's like, and it's so much easier than learning a bunch of songs. Just go in there, and 45 minutes later, it's all done and written. Like, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
But I mean, the amount of trust that you have to have in each other to be able to do something like that is like, not any band could do it.
We have that trust, and it's just we have to remember that we really do trust each other. We enjoy what I enjoy everything you play.
Yeah.
So
that's sweet.
I mean, it's like there hasn't been a time where you played something I was
nice
like, I don't like that. That just never happened to me. It's like if you like an artist, I feel like if you like an artist, like visual artist, these days I like all their work. That's how I know I really like an artist. I like everything they do.
Yeah.
You know?
So now to me, it feels like when we're in the studio, we at least have to do that now at the end. So
Really?
we've
have another
recorded another whole record with, structured writing. And then we went in and we did that again. And I feel like because we've done it before, I can't wait for you guys to hear the new one. I'm kind of like, maybe because it's newer to me, but I'm leaning towards the new one. I don't know what we're going to call it yet.
I was thinking that too.
But it is going to be out there one of these days.
One of these days. That's a scoop, right?
Yeah.
It'll be out there one of these days.
Yeah, we have other singles about to come out. We've finally gotten ourselves like a little schedule of what's coming out.
Right.
Because as the world changes with DSPs and fancy stuff like that, it's easier to put out singles. So we're just feeling out how to put out music,
Right.
We love the old style of putting out a whole album. So we'll probably put out our album. But it's nice to just put them out one at a time because of people's attention spans these days. It's like, just drop one, and then 2 weeks later drop another one, or a month later drop another one. Yeah. Just kind of, then eventually all the albums will be out there in their entirety. But it's just kind of like keeping people reminded that you're a band and that you exist, and just dropping new things, because there's literally 100,000 songs added to DSPs every day.
Wow.
Each day. You think about that. 100,000 songs are added to your Spotify and Apple Music and streaming on the daily basis. That's a lot of music to keep track of. So
sure is.
Trying to keep people's attention is the goal at this point.
Yeah, even for a band that's been around 30 years and continues to make new music, and you're on the road. You guys have at least one tour date the whole year through September or something. So, you're out there, but there's still that, hey, you still have to try to be heard.
Yeah, catch people's attention.
Yeah.
And continually in the modern era, put out content, right? That's what this era is about, right?
Right.
You have to, as he was saying, keep people informed and keep their attention, and that's seems to be the modern way of doing things. Don't try and put us into a box. We are pretty much multi-genre at this point,
right.
But everything that we do is funky, percussive, rhythmic, influenced by Black American music, BAM, influenced by a lot of different music out there, and we're just trying to play things that make each of us in the band excited.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play something that makes him excited. There it is.
Likewise. And I think you can expect, if you've never been to a Lettuce show, that you'll get there and you might want to stand there and be still, but your body won't let you. So you're just going to be moving a lot. It's like, I can't stay still, and most of you won't be able to stay still. And it should just be a continual stoke where the music is stoking you out, and then your dancing is stoking us out, and we're just all having a beautiful energy exchange. It's going to be funky. It's going to be a dance party, and you should, like you said, leave feeling uplifted, feeling a sense of joy and community.
Yeah, and I feel like every time that you're with us, we're going to explore together, right?
Yeah.
That if you're open to exploring, it makes us feel even more open to exploring, and we're going to go on a beautiful adventure together through the cosmos and through music.
I said, Houston, did you have a good time this evening? Ladies and gentlemen, on the trumpet and vocals this evening, put your hands together. Brother Eric Benny Bloom. Standing next to him on the alto, tenor, saxophone, and X911 synthesizer, Brother Ryan Zoidis, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, on guitar this evening and every evening, put your hands together, Brother Adam Shmeeans. Ladies and gentlemen, on the bass, the man you really came to see. Give it up for Eric Jesus Groove. Thank you, Houston. Thank you so much. Thank you.